love and try to make it new. You can't fight it when it feels so true. You got me crazy like no one else. The final moment before I lose myself. And it's no use working 9 to 5 if you want more than to stay alive. So come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. We stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, so come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. We stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, the morning light. Oh, I just wanna be your Superman. Come fly with me, just take my hand. And now that we are cruising in mid-flight, you better watch out for the kryptonite. So come on over, we can make it through, make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do, just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night, we're dancing. We stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, so come on over, we can make it through, make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do, what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. We stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh. As we look up.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the show. I am Robert, a.k.a. The Tall Man. This is my lovely wife, Lisa, a.k.a. Mrs. Tall Man. Not that anyone ever calls her that. Welcome all to the show. Welcome all of those who've been with us so far on this cruise, and welcome to all the new people. We are coming to you live this very moment from the very back, Deck 17. Not the virtual Deck 17, their coin hobo, but the real Deck 17. On the Carnival Jubilee. We have just left Roatan. We've been there for the day. Of course, you saw that in the highlights. And we are heading to, I don't know, Costa Maya or Cozumel or something like that. Anyway. And so we are going to bring you tonight Deck 8, the outside of Deck 8, as well as Deck 16. We're going to answer the questions that you've been leaving in the comments overnight. We're going to get to all of that. But before we start, a couple of things, really. One, we got to give you balcony cam. Of course, it's Tide's pool cam.
Yes.
That is literally behind us. Actually, if you look up at the top right there, you can see my phone. That's the camera pointing down, looking at the pool. And so you can see all of what's going on there. Next, housekeeping. All right, we are coming to you live from a ship in the middle of the ocean. It is likely that the internet is going to drop on us. It's just going to happen. If it does, don't go anywhere. We will reconnect. It just takes a few seconds to do it. So just hang in there. We will come right back. 2, if you have a question about the ship, we're here. It's what we do. We bring you answers. Leave it in the chat. We will answer if we know the answer tonight. If not, we will take a note and get you the answer in tomorrow's stream. If you're watching the replay, just leave the notes in the comment, something that you want to know. We will find the answer for you. Okay? So there's your housekeeping notes. And Kev, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, Pam, Denise, everybody out there. One last thing. If you're new, you know what to do, right? Thumbs up, subscribe, become part of the Tall Man Clan. It is free to you, costs you nothing, and it truly helps out the channel and helps us out, and we would sincerely appreciate it from the bottom of our heart. Okay? Now that all the housekeeping notes are out of the way, let's get to Deck 8. You ready? Everybody have their dessert? Got your dessert? All right? Here we go, Deck 8. Hey there, Tall Man Clan. As you can see, we are now on deck 8. We are right here. We are up front by the Havana bar and Havana cabins. So let's go take a look at that Havana bar. We'll show you cabins another time. Interestingly enough, the door is closed, which it usually is not. So the Havana Club is sort of to the right. Again, the staterooms are up this way. So this is sort of the back entrance into the Havana bar. Okay. This is always a lively place at night. Now the Havana bar and the Havana Club is open to everybody. Anybody can come in here and have a good time. However, if you want to go to the outside where they have some different things going on out there, there's an outdoor bar and some other things, you have to have a wristband. That's what the sign says. Now that wristband, you get that by having a Havana cabin. Part of having the Havana cabin is access to the outside areas, okay? Here's a close-up of that sign. All right, so if I press this, it's not gonna open because I didn't put my key card there first. And your cabins are back this way. So let's turn around. I know we could have went out the other way, but they were over there cleaning. One more time. Again, we just saw Havana. Now let's go look at Chi-Bang. Chi-Bang, Chi-Bang. She moved, she grew. Here's your menu. There you got a little QR code. All right, so let's go and take a peek. So here's your Chi-Bang. Maybe we try to eat here for lunch today for you guys. I don't know. We'll figure out. We're going to eat here at one point, a couple times. It's Asian meets Mexican food. Tacos and rice. Or what did they say last night? Who was it in the stream? Tacos and noodles. My perfect meal. All right, so there's your Chi-Bang. We're sort of circling around, and this is the main entrance to Havana. We were already in there. A nice little Havana bar. Look right there. Merry Christmas. They're doing their thing. There are some restrooms right outside. Okay. So this, because of how it's designed with the center stage, again over there, the area they call Grand Central, we can't, there's not just two passageways left and right and stuff in the middle, okay? So sometimes we're having to snake around a little bit. If you want to have professional pictures done, okay, Dream Studio, they have several of these vignettes around the ship. Okay, this isn't your normal pictures. That is like a sitting in a professionally lit, well-controlled environment. They're gonna cost you more than the regular pictures, but they are absolutely amazing, okay? So there's a staircase to get down to the casino there. You have this little bit of seating up here that overlooks the stage. Now, the shows that are performed here, if you've never been on one of these classes of ships, okay, the show happens all down here. It's not just on the stage. A lot of it happens all and around here, which is also why we talk about seating, because if you are sitting right here, you're gonna miss 99% of the show because you can only see the floor, that little piece of it right there. So they may be listening, but unless you're down or standing at the rail up here, you're not gonna see anything, okay? So just hopefully that helps you. If you're gonna come up here to Deck 8 to try to watch a show, you really need to stand at the glass, okay? So as we continue to move on, here is your teppanyaki. The door is closed. I don't know if it's open, but, oh, it is open. So as you can see, there's 3 tables. What they do in here is really neat and really fun, guys, okay? All 3 tables start cooking at the same time, and the chefs are sort of working in tandem. So it is a really, really neat experience for teppanyaki. Highly recommended. If you want sushi, that happens in here. Here's your sushi bar. Okay, and there's some seating all the way around. Right. There we go. Let's continue on. Even standing here, you see you only have limited views of the floor area. So, like I said, it's a great concept, but to me, just poorly executed. Here's your tag viewer. For all the people that have a watch fetish, and I don't say that's a bad thing. I love watches. I have a couple decent ones. Never wear them, but I still have them. Here's your Heffy jewelry. Again, maybe one day we'll get in there and we'll show you when the doors are open. Okay? Staying to the right. Here's your midship elevators.
We're on 8, huh?
You're on 8. Yes, ma'am. All right, we're at your midship elevator. Okay? If we continue to try to stay to the right, it's going to become a problem. You'll see pretty quick. Actually, I think there's a few things over here. A few things being the exit to Capitano, right? It's not an entrance, that's an exit, okay? So we got to go left to stay right. Now this is a very loud and popular area. Lots goes down here. We'll show you that way later, okay? So there are some bathrooms here. All right, we're entering what's called the Shores. On the Celebration, this was called 820 Biscayne. We got this cool boat here. But this is your main entrance to Cucina, the Capitano. Okay, here's your menu. And we'll get some snapshots of this when we actually dine in here. I love that display of wine. It in itself is art. And here's just another look at the inside here. Obviously way bigger than Fahrenheit. And as you can hear, too many people out here yelling and screaming. All right, so there's a cool little seating area right here. You have a bar across from it. So this is where your pizza is. In Macrina, you've been wanting to see the menu. Here, I'll back up so you can at least take it all in. Right, coastal slice. Right across from it, there's some nice seating now. All right. Well, let's get a look at that menu. And they're done making pizza for the day, so there's a couple slices left up here. So here's the menu. You got your pepperoni, you got your margarita, got your quattro formaggio, barbecue chicken, and the Tex-Mex. The Tex-Mex. I don't remember that. There's a drink station over here as well. This is the deli. Let's show you that menu too. Tuna, turkey, caprese, which is mozzarella, tomato, and arugula. You've got your grilled ham and cheese, meatball, beef and cheese, classic barbecue pulled pork, a grinder, and a grilled cheese, right? And then there's some different things. Classic beef, hot dog, Italian bratwurst, some buns, toppings, different things, okay? And again, this is called beach buns. All right, let's continue on. Here is your sea grill. So for you seafood lovers out there, if you're wanting a truly amazing seafood experience, come eat here. This is an upscale restaurant, so this is going to cost you a few dollars. But if you want an exquisite seafood experience, you're going to do it in here. From a seating standpoint, it reminds me of Fahrenheit. It's very limited seating. However, there are some outdoor tables. We will show you the outside at a later time. The weather's just not cooperating. So we will show you the outside of deck 8 later. Let's keep on moving. Here is the top of that 3-story staircase that I showed you when we were on deck 6. All right, so there you see. Just kind of neat, okay? Pushing forward. You've got your adventures. That's where your shore excursions are. Lisa told me, don't forget about the ATM. There's an ATM here as well. We're walking into the gift services area. There's 2 lines. Gold, red and blue are on this side. The diamonds and the platinums are on the other side, okay? When I was talking about the line the other day, the line for customer service was back there by the deli. That's how long the line was. Again, guest services. Now we're getting into the summer landing. So back here you got Picket Anchor, the patio, and the watering hole. Carnival store. All things Carnival merch is here. If you want to get something related to this ship or Carnival, you do it in here.
Spirit jersey.
Yep, Spirit jersey.
Right there.
There you go, Macrina. Spirit jersey. Okay. Now, over here is your Picket Anchor and your brewery. So they brew their own beer right back in here. They actually did a brewery tour yesterday. Okay, Flavor Town. So interestingly enough, the very first time we came in here in the celebration, we thought this was like a buffet. It is not. I'll explain in a minute. There is a drink station over here. Maybe we see if there's some lemonade. I doubt it, but... so basically what you do is you have to make reservations. You do that on the app just when you want to go to eat. So say it's 6:30, you want to come here to eat. You open up the app, go to Pick an Anchor, hit table. It's going to tell you or ask you how many people. You tell it. When your table is ready, it says come down here. So then you come down here. Once you come down here, they're going to seat you. You're going to have a little menu to scan, a little QR code. You tell them what you want. And then they come over here. All right, ignore everything I just said. For Pig and Anchor, you just show up and you stand in line and they just take you right away. There's no reservations. There's no doing it on the app. Just walk down, walk up to the maitre d' and say how many in your party. Okay? All right, moving on. And fetch it from that area for you. Okay? So, yeah. So there's access to the outside on all sides. The band that plays in here is actually pretty decent. Okay? All kinds of TVs playing sports stuff in here. Let's go to the outside area real quick. There is a pool back here. But we will cover this a little bit better when it's daylight and the weather is behaving. The back of the ship, it's kind of quiet, but if we were on the sides, it is so windy. Over to the right, again, we're staying on the right, you got your Heroes Bar. Foosball. Yeah. So for all those who have served our country, well, for anybody for that matter, you can come down here, but for those who have served your country, this is a special place. Carnival is very good about honoring those who have served. And I served myself. I appreciate it. Here is one of your ice cream locations. It is currently closed. Darn it.
Aww.
Right? Was there any lemonade over there?
No, there was not.
Sorry, I was stopping for a quick drink. All right, so there is the back of Deck 8, Heroes, Pig and Anchor, Carnival store. Right? I wanted to remind you guys that Chibang and Capitano are included restaurants for at least the first 6 months. Excuse me, guys, sorry. Rear elevators. We've already passed this way. We're going back through, but I didn't point them out the first time. Your ventures, where you can book your shore excursions, and we've already covered this area. Beach buns. For those smokers in the world, there are 2 areas. One is just outside here, You go out the doors right here, and the smoking area is right here. Okay. I am amazed at all the people that are still awake. So all your photos are done here in pixels. You can touch the wall or the pillar or whatever. See if it's, no, it's not activated right now. But you can, typically you can touch, well, you can do the screen. It's all dark. That one's not up and running. For those coming who get different gifts, you can pick them up here at this counter. Like we've got our little fanny pack and a pin. The platinum gifts are given out right there. Okay. Some more area here for pixels. Here's a little sitting area. Sit and talk about different photos. It's part of Dream Studio. And now we're back at center stage. We've seen that already, but we didn't come over to this side. All right, there you go. Stairs that lead down. Deck 7. Obviously, you can get to deck 7 from this way. Remember, we walked right through there. And of course, they have the bridge blocked off, Lisa.
Of course they do.
Unbelievable. Didn't we just cross this a minute ago? I don't know what's going on. Okay, so let's go down to go up. Nice photos here. I forgot to edit the walk, so I didn't need to torture you with us walking down the stairs, walking across the ship, and walking back up. So here we are. Chi-bang. Up in front here. As you see, they have it roped off. But we've already walked this way, so you've already seen all of that. We talked about Dream Studios up there, and here's the entrance to the Havana bar. So, hopefully you enjoyed your Deck 8 tour. Until we see you on the next deck or on another ship, be safe. All right, everybody, we are on Deck 8, and we're trying to show you all the outside areas of Deck 8. Some of the places are hard to get to. I'll explain as we keep on walking. Currently, I am in Chi-bang. And if you walk into Chi-bang and go to your left, you'll find this door, which leads out to this little sort of private patio. I'll be honest, I had no idea this existed out here. I don't remember seeing this on the celebration. So here's a nice, probably very cool, relaxing place, Lisa. Right? Okay. But there is another door to get in and out, right here. Let's see where this comes from. All right, this comes from inside the seafood, or sushi. So you can get out there from sushi, or you can get out there from Chi-bang, okay? And again, private little patio area. Might be a nice quiet place. As you see, we're in the center of the ship again. There's your center stage. There's some of your shops. And the next time we can see the outside or get to the outside is right up here. We'll show you the floor plan. All right, we're right here, okay? And so that little place we were was right here, okay? So we're gonna try to get out here. And we can't, but we can. I'll show you in a second. So this is the inside of Fahrenheit. Your upscale skate. Is this Cucina? Oh God, yeah, it's Cucina. I'm sorry, you're correct, it's Cucina. It's a mad cow, everybody. So, Cucina has like an al fresco dining area. It's like shortcuts. Okay, so we're just gonna walk backwards to double back so that you guys can get an understanding and make sure that we're all on the same page. We're in Roatan today, everybody. So there's Roatan. Right, you can ride the little sky lift over to the beaches, or you can walk. Sort of a private beach. It's just the people from the ship. Okay, so if we could have used that door, I don't know. There's no handle to get in. It's right. This is sort of the mirror image of that over on that side. Okay. The only difference is we can continue walking here. Which, by the way, for all you asking about your balconies, okay, look, they are all covered, guys. Balconies are covered. They're in a straight line all the way down. Okay. I forget who was asking, but it was 9311, whatever cabin. I'm not sure which one 9311 is, but it's one of these, and they are all covered. The only ones that will not be 100% covered will be forward-facing balconies or aft-facing balconies. I'm about to eat my shoes. Okay, doesn't matter. They're all covered, every bit of it. See? All right. Hopefully that solves that for you guys. And we're getting past the alfresco dining here. You get a better look, and I should have probably waited till we got here. The only difference, so we're on deck 8. So deck 9, and we're gonna have to figure this out for you, okay? We're gonna need to, what cabin is your cabin, sir? 9306?
836.
836, okay. All right, so as you can see, this first level is not covered. The second level is partially covered, so deck 9, deck 10, and then all the way up.
But
so
technically they are all covered because of
well, because of that extends out. However, I think what you're looking for is privacy from people looking down in. We will literally locate 9311 and come back out here and point at your cabin. Okay, so on this side of the ship, just remember we're on deck 8 right now. So deck 9 is fully open, the balconies on the side of the ship. Deck 10 is partially open, right? But 11, 12, 14, 15 completely covered, okay? And it's just this section right here of the ship, right? The bow is all the way up there, okay? Then you have the boat out section, which is the middle of the ship. Then this next section fully covered, but this one section that starts just past midship and goes just about to the end, as you can see right there, deck 9 and 10 are exposed. Hopefully that helps. All right, and we'll try to pinpoint an actual cabin. All right, so some more of these alfresco dining areas. A little drink station here. This is the outside of Pig and Anchor. All right, there you go. See, Pig and Anchor. There you go. All right. There's a way in right there. We're gonna stay out here and wrap around the back. There's a little pool back here. A bunch of seating areas, some TVs. Maximum depth, 4 foot 7 inches. Look at how beautiful it is. It's nice to see the water not sloshing around. All right, if you want to get into the Pig and Anchor, there's a door right there. Also the Heroes Bar, it's all back there. Also have a TV over here. And a couple giant whirlpools, which are currently empty. The whirlpools are empty. Here, I'm gonna stand up here though, see if this helps you guys a little bit better. So, we're on deck 8. So deck 9 is here, deck 10 is there, okay? Where we're standing right here in this part of the ship, deck 10 is covered. Deck 9 is almost all covered. But as you get to that section right there, just that one section of the ship, 9 is out, completely exposed, and 10 is partially exposed. Again, does that make sense? All right. It will be hard for us to actually pinpoint a cabin from out here. We can get a general idea, but if you're looking at a map and you look at the map and you see the contour of the ship here, right? Out and then in and then out again. That inside area, if you're booking a deck 9 or 10 cabin, you're not gonna have a roof over your head on the balcony. All right, moving forward. Got some cornhole. Got a couple of boards here, got a couple of boards there. Loungers, as you can see. We are sort of basically just about outside of Coastal Slice. Yep, Coastal Slice, and what is it called? Hot Buns or something like that. See, they're right here. You can see there's the pizza. Beach buns right there, and pizza's right there, okay? Sorry, guys. Okay. So we keep on running down here. We're gonna run into the Marina Bar. And this is the other smoking area, deck 8, outside from the coastal, or from the pizza area, okay? Coastal Slice. It's nice even if it's raining out here. If it's raining and you want to come and smoke, you might get dribbled on a little bit. You can see the roof here jets out a little bit. And the poles are here. So you might get, a couple drops on if it's raining. But generally speaking, for those smokers, if you got to come have a cigarette and it's raining, it's okay. You can get out here without getting wet. At least too wet. All right, now they're doing some cleaning here, so we're not gonna go all the way in, but this area here ends right there, okay? Actually, I do wanna go a little further. The one thing that we cannot show you is the Havana outside areas. We showed you a little bit when we were looking at the cabins, but that is an area only for Havana cabin people, which starts right there. You can see they have their own their pool, okay? There's another bar on the outside, and then a bunch of loungers all the way around. So we can go try to break in, but generally we're not supposed to be in there. So there you go. There is your deck 8 outside areas. Hopefully pointing out the balconies and the different features of the shape of the ship. Showed you where your cabins are, because I know there were several of you wanting to know if your cabins were covered. Hopefully that will help. We will try to really pinpoint it, but generally speaking, look at the contour of the deck plan, and that should tell you whether or not your deck 9 or 10 cabins are covered. Let's see, can I get up there? I don't know if I can see up there. So, all right, until we see you on the next deck or the next ship, be safe. All right, 9311. Your cabin is the third one in from that corner. I can't point because I'm holding my camera way up. But as you can see, it is not covered. So this whole little inlet through here, they're not covered. You can see right there, that's deck 9, they're not covered. So your cabin is third in from this end. Sorry, it is not covered. Hey there, everybody. As you can see, we are up on deck 16. There are cabins up here, but this is also the Lido, where your buffet is, some different restaurants, and the pool, of course. So if we went that way, that would lead to all the cabins, okay? But this way, out to the pool. So let's see what mischief is going on out here. Morning. All right, so we're gonna stay to the right. You can see they're out here cleaning. So over to the right, you've got your Blue Iguana. Tacos, burritos, okay? A little salsa bar here. And a drink station, okay? You can stay to the right. So there's areas to sit here and eat. The pool's over there. We'll go over there in a second just so you can see it again. And we're sorry for the wind. As I mentioned, it is a little inclement. It's warm, it's not raining, but it's blowing pretty darn hard. Because of which we're still rocking a bit. Okay, so the Lido is in there, the marketplace, the buffet. I just wanted to show you the pool area a little bit. Okay, so they're resetting for the day. Red frog right here, 2 stories. Okay, so let's go inside, get out of this wind. I apologize. Hand wash station into the Lido. So there's a drink station over here. Seating, as you can see, throughout. Huh? Yep. So they're getting ready for breakfast. So it's obviously you can go to the other side, which we'll walk around and show you the other side. But in between, there are some, I don't know what to even call them, little food stations, okay? Some different things. Your gelato would be made here, but tomorrow for breakfast, you get your omelets here. But there's some food stations here. Okay, I want to keep to the right so we don't miss anything. And to me, this has a very similar feel and look to the celebration. Obviously, it's themed different, but for some reason it just feels the same to me as the celebration. As we get closer to the back, you've got your big food service areas that are on this side. So they're all the way in the back. There's a mirror image of this. It's not right here, it's back that way. Again, we will show you when we cross over. Drink stations for sodas and for lemonades and iced tea. You got more omelet stations here, and there's food stations all throughout there as well. Okay. Ketchup and stuff. Okay. We're actually going to walk outside and go around the back. Another hand wash station. So back here is Big Shack. So this is where the fixins are. And you got big chicken. No. So they do a little breakfast out here too, so nice. We have not eaten here yet either. We have on the other ship. We enjoyed it. So got a nice little pool back here. We'll get a little closer to that so you can see. A couple hot tubs as well. The hot tubs are elevated up here. Pool is here. If you have mobility challenges, there is a way to get you down in there and get you out. So, yeah. Roller coaster up top. No, I think it's almost full, but not completely. It's pretty darn close. It's pretty darn close. All right, so on the other side of Big Chicken over here, it's just a bar. Ice cream. Station's closed. All right, so now we're gonna do the other side of the buffet. There's a little drink station right here. Stairs and elevators are right there. Now, here's the pass-through. There's the big food serving areas over here. There's a beer station. You want to do, if you've got a drink package, right? Says it's offline right now, but you can serve your own drafts. I was on the other side, I mentioned mirror image for the food stations. You can sort of see them beginning to poke out down here. They just made one this side, one that side, so there wouldn't be as much congestion. Unlike the celebration, when we were on the celebration for the inaugural, not all of these were operational. I don't know if they didn't have the staff or what, but everything's been fully functional since we've been here. So here's the other side, okay? Beverage stations. Stairs and elevators midship. And then we are back at the Lido. Hand washing station. Back to the pool. Right, the towels right there. Little vest for the little ones. Little seating area. What's up here is what's called street eats. There's 4 little food vignettes where the food does change daily. Sizzle today. That's kind of like a Asian infused snack. You got your steam dreams. You got your thyme fries. And you got your seafood shack. Okay? The seafood shack, everything is for a fee here. Okay? New England clam chowder, $5. Crab cakes, 15. Stuff by the pound. This is all market pricing. Okay? These over here do not cost anything. Let's take a quick sip of beverage. Orange juice. They're getting ready for breakfast. What does that tell you about the time? Movies, football, all kinds of fun stuff they put up there. And that thing is huge. Okay? I didn't talk about it and didn't focus in on it when we went the other way. But here we are. We have come 360. So we hope you found your favorite food place on this deck. All right? Until we see you again on another deck or another ship, be safe. Well, there you go, guys. There is your deck 8, outside 8, cabin 9311. You have no idea. And your deck 16. We're going to get to all your questions in your chat soon. We're going to answer the questions for the people that leave the comments overnight, but we also have some menus to show you. However, I'm just going to cut in just a little bit. Christy, watch this. Christy, because you were hoping to see the Havana. All right, 9311. That is actually the Havana area. I had to sort of break in to pinpoint that cabin 9311 because it's over the Havana area. So this is just outside the Havana bar. As you see, there is a bar out there outside, and down the end is the pool. Okay? And respectfully, that's it. The rest of it you see from outside your cabin because your cabin dumps out into this walkway that goes all the way around. Now, if you want to see a little bit of that, if you go back to the stream we did on the 24th, Christmas Eve, where we showed all the cabins, we showed we showed 3 of the Havana cabins, and inside a balcony and the Havana Cabana, which is the suite. And I come out and sort of show you the walkway that goes all the way around. So, Christy, hopefully that helps. Like I said, I broke in, so I got in and I got out real quick before I got in trouble. Okay, but we did cover it when we were, or at least show some of the walkways around the Havana area, and when we were doing the cabins. Okay, so hopefully that helps. All right, so there is that. Back to a live view of the Tides pool just behind us there. Right. So let's get to the menus of the day and a few things. So I'm going to do that. Actually, the first thing I want to pull up here, let's see if this will work. All right, it's going to kind of sort of work. All right, so this hopefully will put to rest the balcony stuff. You see these areas, right? You can't see my mouse moving, but you see the areas that are into the ship a little bit? These are mostly the areas that are exposed. Okay, and I can't, oh, I threw it away. Let's bring it back. Move it down. All right. So this is actually the deck 9. So the Havana area is up here to the top. All right. 9311 is like right directly next to me. That whole area that's inset, those are the balconies that are all exposed. And it's like that throughout the ship. So if there's an area like right here, this big area here, that's all inset, the balconies on deck 9 are exposed. All right. So hopefully that answers your balcony questions, guys. Okay. So let's get to some other menus. Actual real menus instead of just deck plans. Oh, sorry, something else. Last night we were commenting about Chibang and Capitano, Cucina de Capitano. If you are booked for traditional dining, in other words, you have a table, you have an assigned time, go at 5 o'clock, go at 7:45, whatever it is, you cannot make a reservation to go to Cucina or Chibang until 7:45. And there it is right there. That's a screenshot from my app. We have a 5 o'clock dining time, and so you cannot even go. Now, you can go down there and try to press face-to-face with somebody to try to get in, but generally speaking, you're not going to be able to do that. And I just wanted to make sure, because we talked about it, but I didn't have the proof to show you. There it is, right off of the app. Okay? Next! Okay, so this is the menu from the main dining tonight. We did not eat in the main dining. We had pig and anchor. We'll get there in a minute. But as you can see, barbecue beef spring rolls. These are all the appetizers. You can read them. Okay. Nice new menus. Let's get to the second part of the menu. I blow it up a little for you there. Southern fried chicken, leg of lamb, sirloin of beef, spaghetti carbonara, beef steak salad. That actually sounded good.
It does sound good.
But we just couldn't get there at 5 o'clock today.
No.
So we went to Pig and Anchor. So there's that one. Your desserts. Let's show you the desserts. I haven't seen Macrina tonight. No, the triple chocolate cake was not served tonight either. Tonight was banana cream pie. We had some kind of banana pie. Yeah, we'll show you. We'll show you. Yeah. Anyway, so there's that menu. All right. Pig and Anchor. Is that what's next? I don't even know. Yeah, Pig and Anchor. So this is the menu off of the app. However, when you get there, when they seat you, there's paper, little paper menus on the table and a pencil. And you mark off what you want. The server comes by, takes it, right, because you put your name and the table number on it, and they go get it and bring it back to you. It was a little bit slow tonight. It took about, 15, 20 minutes, but it came. I'm also going to make another correction. They're doing things different on this ship. If you were with us when we were doing the decade tour in the Pig and Anchor, I said, here's that buffet, and they go and they just fetch the food from there from you. That is not the case. The food is all back in the kitchen. That whole area was completely empty. So I'm assuming maybe they just use it for breakfast. So we'll try to go down during breakfast once and see if that buffet-ish sort of line is open for breakfast. But on the Celebration, that's where all the food was that you ordered. Now, you didn't go get it. The server went and got it, but it was all right there. So it was a much quicker process other than the 20 minutes that it took today.
Definitely quicker.
Okay, so there's your main part. Let's get to the desserts. Got to have some desserts. There's your sides as well. We had the Carolina slaw. We had the onion rings, baked beans. Those are the things that we got. The onion rings were amazing. The baked beans flavored were great. A little undercooked, but the flavor was great. And the coleslaw had a slight kick to it, spice-wise. Other than that, all good. The only issue that we really had with the dinner, which we actually got to talk to the chef. He came to our table. It's like they were listening. We got the brisket. The brisket was really cold. It was hard to even call it warm. And so we let them know. So hopefully, they address that. Okay. So there's your Pig and Anchor. And there's one more down here. I don't even know what this is. Oh, lunch. We had lunch at Guy's. We
We
finally had our
did.
Guy's burger. Right? You all been asking us if you're gonna eat here, you're gonna eat there. So anytime we eat somewhere, we're gonna show you. Okay. So of course I had a straight up. She had basically a straight up with no cheese. That's just kind of our thing, right?
Yeah.
In the highlights was a clip of us standing in line, 30 minutes
Long
to get a
line.
Guy's burger.
Yeah.
It was like triple, 3 or 4, around
Loops to the queue line.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a long line.
it was a long line today. All right. So there is all of your menus and all your deck stuff. So let's get to some questions and answers. So like I said, we're going to answer the questions that were left in the comments overnight.
All right.
Oh, here we go. All right. Does 9311 have a covered balcony? Cassidy, I think we have covered that ad nauseum now. For all of those who need to know. And a funny side note, I videoed that 3 times. I just could not find 9311. It was so funny. This has become like the quest. Oddly enough, we had a similar situation on the Venezia. Somebody asked us to show them the ship's coin. We spent hours and hours combing the ship looking for the ship's coin. We finally gave up
found it.
and started talking to officers and customer service and all this stuff. And they're like, look, we've all been looking for it. Nobody could find it. So 9311 became that for us on this ship. Where can you find nutrition? Okay, Lori. So up on the Lido in the buffet in the marketplace. During breakfast, I'm sure it's there during lunch, there's a little stand. It says menu mate. Okay, they do not have an exact breakdown of all the nutrition, but they do have a list of what it is good for. It's like a green, yellow, red, like a stoplight kind of thing. And so if you're going to go to the main dining, they can pull up the menu and it shows what it's good for different people who have allergies and stuff like that. Okay, but from an actual breakdown, Lori, they don't have that. I apologize for them, but hopefully that meal mate will be enough to help you. Okay. The casino, free drink perks, and how often can you get a drink? Look, guys, in the casino, it's exactly like anywhere else in the ship. All right. I don't care if it's free. I don't care if you're paying for it. It is a 15-day max drink.
15 drinks per
15
day.
drinks per day. That's all you can have, whether they're free or you're paying for them or you've got the package. You've paid for the premium package or whatever. And you can only get 1 drink every 5 minutes. However, from the perks standpoint, when you're in the casino, if it is less than 5 days, you have to accumulate 1,000 points to get that perk. If it's 5 or more days, meaning the sailing, if it's it's like 3 or 4 day sailing, it's 1,000 points you have to acquire through gambling to get that perk. If it's 5 days or more, it is 1,500 points. Okay, so hopefully that answers that. 5G service, not up and running. The whole cell phone thing, we talked a little bit about that last night. And the customer service people sort of just, they knew nothing. They knew nothing in this particular case. Clarify the VIFP party for non-platinums and stuff and parents. Again, we did cover that quite a bit last night, but a recap, if you're a platinum and the person in your cabin is not, you can bring 1 non-platinum guest. Okay, so if you are a platinum, you can bring 1 non-platinum guest to like the welcome party or whatever. Okay. Do they charge extra for the entrees past 2? We already covered that last night. Yes, it is $5 for each. Okay, I think this was for Kev. Can a 6'7" man walk around without hitting his head? Okay, so we actually brought a tape measure with us. Now, see that? Okay. You have to take my word for it. It's going to be hard to show it in the camera, but that is 5 inches. So when we're walking on deck 5 going to our cabin, when I put that over my head, I am touching the ceiling, the roof, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So that would be 6'9" because I'm 6'4". So at 6'7", you're gonna be close, but you're gonna be okay. However, there's some things that stick down a little further than the normal lowest part of the roofs, like the
signs for the emergency exits.
Yeah, or the sprinkler systems.
Yes.
You may have to watch out for those at
Walk
6'7".
around them.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll be okay. But there's something else that I want to address. It's not a question, but since I had the tape measure out from, well, actually we do. Somebody was asking about scooters. Okay,
Yes.
the normal cabins, not an ADA or an accessibility cabin. The regular cabins. When you open the door, the distance between the open part of the door and the door frame is 24.25 inches. So first of all, most scooters aren't even going to fit in there. Okay, but if they are going to fit in there, it's going to be a little tough. So I'm going to make another recommendation to you guys. Hang on. I'm going to pull this other screen back up again. We're going back to the darn deck plan. Carnival has these inside cabins that are really unique. See these big rectangles right over there on the right side next to the blue? Those are inside cabins. They cost the same as the regular inside cabins. They're not premium, they're just an inside cabin. But the layout is completely different. We did not video it here, but if you can go back on our channel and find the cabin video that we did for there, we were in one of those on the Carnival celebration. Okay, and we videoed. So you can see how that is. You can comfortably have a scooter in there as long as it passes the 24.25 inches. Okay, I'll be honest, a lot of people just leave them out in the hallway.
Yeah, they do.
Yes. Okay, so there's that. Hang on, let's get back to balcony cam because, you know, we know you love looking out the back of the ship as we're going.
Pool
I mean,
cam.
isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
We're actually moving and we're talking to you guys live. I just think that's amazing. Okay, so Kev, hopefully that answers. Is there enough room in an inside cabin for, oh, we just talked about that.
Yes.
Okay.
That was. Did I?
We didn't put the name in there. Whoever asked, we're sorry. We tried to write the names down, but sometimes
He
we
moves too
miss.
fast, and
Yeah.
I can't type fast enough to keep up. I apologize.
Are there laundrettes on the ship? The answer is no. Okay. There is ironing rooms on this class of ship, but no washer dryer for passengers. However, once a cruise, it's usually 2 or 3 days before the end or whatever. They're going to put a little bag in your room, and for $15, everything you can get in that bag, they're going to wash for you. If it's $15. Okay. Soda stations. Okay. They are not 24/7. They are just like the. Somebody was asking if the soda stations, if you got the drink package and you want a soda, if that is 24/7. They are not. They are turned off just like the juice at a certain hour. Okay. And how often can they be refilled? It is just like the alcoholic beverages. It's every 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. Somebody also asked what movies are playing. This was fun, y'all. Okay, I'm just going to read down the list. Now, mind you, this is going to be different for us than it was for you because we were on a Christmas cruise, which you will understand. Okay, first movie, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, A Christmas Carol, football, an actual movie, Love Actually, football, Barbie, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, A Christmas Carol, The Little Mermaid. That was a daytime movie. So for the little ones, Little Mermaid. Okay. The Flash, football, again, and then Oppenheimer. Now, there's one other thing. We don't know what it is, but we are, excuse my French, but we are hell-bent on finding out because people had been asking us about a tailgate party. And we actually went and asked around, and they all looked at us like, again, we were aliens. They had no idea what we were talking about. And right here in the schedule, on the last sea day, at 8 p.m. Friday, tailgate, first quarter. At 8:45, tailgate, second quarter. 9:30, tailgate, third quarter. And at 10:15 p.m., tailgate, fourth quarter. We have no idea what that means. It didn't list that there was going to be football on the screen. It just said literally what I said to you. So we're going to try to find somebody in the fun squad, hopefully Kindle Fire, and have her tell us exactly what that means. You know, are they going to have like barbecues out there? I have no idea. But we were interested to see that because we were told there were no tailgate parties. Obviously there is. Okay? And I can't remember who left this comment, but, you know, are the shelves really adjustable? Well, yeah, they're just up or they're just down. Anyway, okay, so that is it for all the questions that you asked us overnight. that we went on our scavenger hunt today and found for you. So let's now get into the chat, which first of all, thank you all so much. We appreciate you for being with us through this live stream. There's a lot of you on here, 32 thumbs up, but there's more of you than there are thumbs. We got to see some more thumbs up, people. It costs you nothing. There, ding! No, that was me. No, that was me. That was me. You probably hear a lot of YouTubers say that. If you don't know why, basically the YouTube algorithm, every time somebody gives a thumb up, the algorithm looks at it as engagement, that you're saying, hey, we like this kind of video. And they go, if they like that kind of video, maybe we show it to somebody else. When they show it to somebody else, that's kind of how the channel begins to grow. So that's why YouTubers always ask you to give it a thumbs up, and which is why we ask, and again, we do thank you from the bottom of our heart. There's one other thing. You all are going on the ship. You've all told us your dates, January 6th and March 3rd and all these different dates. Share these videos with your Facebook groups, if you're in Facebook groups. Thank you. Everybody gets an applause tonight. Your post-Christmas applause. Right?
Yeah.
Hercules.
Thank you. I think there was like 3 thumbs up.
There's a bunch there. Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you all.
thank
Really.
you.
It does touch us. I mean, it sincerely does. It's not just words. It's not lip service. If you ever meet us in person, we are the same individuals in person that we are on screen. And we are very touched when we meet somebody. In fact, was it Don? Was it a Don? Who was that? There was a gentleman we met. We're just standing there. Our first day, he says, "Tall man," and he came out, "Dude, I watch it." And we'll take pictures. But just come see us. In fact, if you see us while we're on a ship, 9 times out of 10, we will have these with us. Come up and say hello. We'll give you a sticker.
Yeah.
Just a little thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you don't see us and you want a sticker, they're part of our Patreon. We really don't talk about Patreon and stuff, although those links are in the description of the videos. We're horrible at promoting ourselves that way. It's just, we just don't, but we do have a Patreon. You can get them there, okay? Anyway, okay, questions. Let's go back to the beginning.
All right.
Coin Hobo, Virtual Deck 17, hello, 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 everybody. Okay, waving back, Cindy, good evening, Cassidy, Rebecca, Kev, everybody, Carlotta, haven't booked any excursions yet. Get on it, girl.
Yeah.
What you waiting for?
Yeah, if you wait too long, they may
They'll be booked
gone.
up. Yeah, get on that. Hey, Kev, great to see you on RV Reviews too, Maddie.
Yeah.
Thank you, appreciate you. Hey, Pam, welcome from Lubbock. Denise, hello, everybody. Hello, Betty. Betty's from Marshall, Texas. Rebecca, can you show something similar to a regular balcony? Rebecca, we did. Christmas Eve, 14 cabins. There's a regular balcony cabin in there. Go back and watch that and you'll see it. Okay. Hey, Christy. Again, we've been talking to already. David, with such a large casino, have you noticed the cigarette smell leaking into the theater or other common areas? So I'm glad you brought that up because somebody also asked something about the casino. So we went and spent some time in the casino today. First of all, we generally are the most unlucky people in the world. We just walk into the casino, hand them a 20, say thank you, and leave because it's much easier on the soul. That's our luck. So we got like a $25 free play. We both did. So we get in, and I'm like, all right, Lisa, sit there. And I'll sit next to her. She sits down, puts her little money in, spins it one time! One time! And won like $45 on a penny. What is that? I'm hitting mine.
He puts his in. The first one, he loses $10.
Done. Yeah. So then we're like, ugh. So we get up, we walk around, we find some other machines. I'm like, okay, Lisa, you sit there. I'm going to sit here. First spin, she wins again. Another $25 or something like that. I'm like, anyway, we were actually in there because somebody made a comment that they thought one area of the casino was bigger than the other. Okay, the main part of the casino that is non-smoking is probably 2 to 3 times bigger than the smoking area. Okay, now when you're walking across from the smoking side to the other, there's a little bit of filter. But once you get past and around the corner, you cannot smell the smoke once you're outside that little passage area that connects both sides. Okay, when you're outside of these venues, I haven't smelled anything.
Nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
so
but they're behind a glass wall, and they've got a filtration
doors
system.
and filtration. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you can smell it when you're in there. Mm-hmm. When you cross to the other side, you can't smell it, and you can't smell it outside. Okay, so David, hopefully that answers your question. And again, the non-smoking side, 2.5 to 3 times bigger than the smoking side. Okay. Did you guys make it to the Family Harbor, Camp Ocean? Yeah. So I think we mentioned it the other night. We videoed all of this. The spa, the workout area, all the kids' areas. We do that on day one before we sail, because once we sail, we can't get in there. I mean, we can't, we're not going to video kids. It's illegal, really. I mean, because there's a lot of nasty people out there. So we won't touch the kids' area. But we videoed on the first day when, in fact, she got a tour.
I did.
Tour of this, yeah. So we will bring that all to you. Okay. It's 7-day cruise and it's a big ship, y'all. It ain't gonna happen in one night. Woo! Anyway, but yes, we're gonna bring it to you. Okay, I promise. Gonna have to. Yep. So Carlotta, God, I hate to tell you, but you're gonna need to get there like an hour before if you want on that floor. People already know, right? Obviously, the Mardi Gras was just like this. The celebration was just like this. Now they have added some seating here. They're trying to make it better, but it's just, if you want really good views, you're going to have to be on deck 6
of the center stage.
Of the center stage,
understands what we're talking about.
Sorry. Yeah, the main theater, all the seats are great, but in that center stage area, the sight lines are just atrocious because the show happens mainly on the floor, very little of it on the stage. Okay, and so if you're up on deck, 7 or 8. Most places you can't see the whole floor where the stuff is going on. Now there's some aerial stuff that happens too. You obviously can see that, but you just can't see the stuff that's happening on the floor on deck 6. So try to get to deck 6. Okay. Hello, Ms. Drew from Louisiana.
Hi.
Louisiana.
Welcome.
All right, Amanda. Will you guys be doing a tour of the family? Oh yeah, we just covered that. Okay. March 16th with the kiddos. Yeah, you guys are gonna have a fun time. Okay. And which, by the way, when the deck 8, if y'all were with us watching the deck 8, that was 4:30 in the morning. Did you see how many people were running around the ship? And
yeah, we videoed for about an hour from 3:30 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. and all of that noise.
Shocked.
Yeah.
It was as loud as it was during the day. Well, almost.
Louder,
it was a little bit louder during the day.
Yeah.
Hello, Devon. Hello, good people.
Welcome.
You as well. Lori, love the eggplant sub. We checked, double checked. They don't have it. They're not doing it.
Yeah, not
they
on
don't
the
have
menu
it.
on the ship.
Yeah, not on the menu. Sorry about that, Lori. Devon, you're crying. Jared, is it worth going? Look, we will give a final review at the end, but you're watching us go through the ship. It's a beautiful ship.
It is.
It really is.
Yeah.
Okay? Hey, Motivizer. Motivizer found our RV channel as well. For those who don't know, our first channel was called Tall Man's RV Reviews. We full-time RV. When we're not in an RV, we're on a cruise ship. Okay, it's just kind of our life. It's what we love to do. And so we started that channel, and then once cruising came back, we started this channel actually at the April. We just started this channel in April, right? So we love it.
Yes.
Kev, looks super nice. Yes, sir.
Yes.
What do you mean not covered? So VJ,
I'm
okay,
sure
VJ.
we're talking about the balconies.
We are talking about the balconies again.
Yes.
This covered balcony thing is just not going away. All right, 9311. Okay. All right. So there's a person standing there in blue. Look right above that person's head. There's balcony cabins there. There's no roof over those balconies. If you look further left, you can see those balconies have roofs all over them. Okay? So there are parts of this ship where the ship has squeezed in, where those balcony cabins that are on deck 9 have no roof over them. I.e., people can look down into your balcony when you're on it, or you're completely exposed to the sun, right? So for whatever reason, if you don't want to be out in the sun or have people looking down on you, then you would not want to book one of those cabins, okay? That's sort of what we meant by roof. Betty, thank you so much. Excellent tour. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Ship looks abandoned during the afternoon walk around. So
Today, it kind of was.
Yeah. So you got to remember, we came out of Galveston in bad weather, and it was cold or cool, right? The first day at sea, bad weather and
Rainy.
cool and rainy and windy, and so it was blowing like 50 knots. It was crazy. Yesterday, the sun finally came out, and the winds finally went away mid to late afternoon, so it finally got good. So everybody was looking forward to getting off the ship today, and so
taking in some sunshine.
everybody got off. So many people got off the ship today.
Yes.
It is also rumored, I did not check, that our next 2 port days, the weather is not looking so good. So I think people were taking advantage of the great weather we had here. Oh, somebody was asking hot, when she's coming out. Sparkling Crystal, it's not hot on the ship. It's hot outside the ship. I swear, I feel like it's 120 degrees, which is why, normally we wear something nice or decent or whatever. I'm in t-shirts and shorts. It is so hot right now. It's oppressive.
Yeah.
You literally could cut the humidity out and sell it as a little box. It's brutal. It's brutal hot. Inside the ship, it's great.
Yeah.
There's a couple cold areas, but it's great. Okay.
The elevators are a little warm, though.
Yeah, the elevator's warm.
Yeah.
Christy, we sort of went back and sort of showed you the Havana area. You're getting excited, Carlotta? I hope so.
Yes.
We're getting excited for you guys.
Yes.
Love the moon. Bless you. Thank you, Tanya. I got a big sneeze. For May, awesome sparkling crystal. Yay. LOL. Thank you. You're welcome, Christy. And hands pink waving back to Keisha. Let's see. Appreciate you so much. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Cassidy.
You're
Kev,
welcome.
that is a good one. My friend did eat there. I'm not sure which one you were referring to, but hopefully it was Pig and Anchor. Yeah, it was really good, except for, again, the brisket was a little cold.
Yeah.
What time does the Big Chicken close?
All right, let's take
Robert,
a
we're going to
and
look that up for you
see.
right now.
Let's get into the app.
Big Chicken. Just hit back because you're there. I think it was like 9 or 10 o'clock. Cheapang, Cucina. It's not on here, and it's after 9 o'clock. Try to go to tomorrow.
Okay.
Go to Wednesday. Right here.
Wednesday.
Touch Wednesday. She'll look for that, and I'll keep on talking, okay?
All right.
But I think it's 9 o'clock, which is why we're not seeing it in the app, because it's past 9 o'clock.
Big Chicken.
Yep. Nope. Yeah, you can. That's all good, but leave this stuff. Thank you. Our friend is coming to pick up our dessert trays.
So for lunch,
Lunch is 11 to 5.
yes. And breakfast for Big Chicken is
7 to 11.
to 11 a.m.
And what about dinner? It's going to be open past 5 o'clock. It may be different every day.
It might be.
Yeah,
I'll go back
it's
to
not
the
showing it.
weekend.
We'll ask. All right, we'll make a note and we'll ask. Excuse me. Coin Hobo. On deck 16 forward of pool, there was 2 glass doors. As you walk towards the elevator, is there access on the left to get to 16 floor staterooms, or do you have to walk all the way around the elevators? I think that leads you in. We will take a note, Coin Hobo, and we will go and look for you. On deck 16 forward of the pool, where the cabins is, okay, there was 2 glass doors as you walk towards the elevator. Is there access on the left to get to the 16 floor staterooms? We will find out for you, bro. Okay? Lori, Pig and Anchor, and Smokehouse has always not been up to par in any ship. You don't understand it. Well, yeah, we did what we could. We spoke to the chef. I can't do much more than that. So, I mean, it was tasty. It was cold. Everything else was fine. I will say this. We also got the chicken. They put an interesting rub on the chicken. Funny, there was a couple of people around us that actually asked us what we thought, and they had the same opinion. They didn't like the spice on the chicken. However, the chicken, once you pulled the skin back with all that stuff on it, the chicken was great because it was juicy, it was tender, it was awesome. So we just all peeled that back and went on with our dinner.
Nobody that we talked to, and I personally didn't care for the dry rub on the chicken.
Yep. Pam going next October.
Nice.
Oh, a longer countdown than most. Hey, look, they're having swimming races behind us.
Oh, they sure are.
Lori, thank you for checking it for me. No, not a problem, love. Not a problem. Does the Havana Cabana 2 loungers out on deck 8? So, Sheila, if you go back to the stream that we did on the 24th, we covered the regular Havana balcony and the actual, what is called the Havana Cabana, which is the suite. We are out on the balcony, as you can see. So go back to the stream on the 24th, and you will see your Havana Cabana stuff. I can't remember. At the initial sail away party, does it seem like people dissipate? Yeah, it really does. So that's an interesting thing. We felt the same way on the Celebration. It's 180,000 tons. It's a big ship, right? Right now, there's like 6,200 people on here, right? But you don't feel like it. I mean, okay, so we had to wait a half an hour for a burger today. There was some lines there. But generally speaking, it just doesn't feel that way. And we just got off the Symphony of the Seas, right? 230 something thousand tons. So it's 50,000 tons bigger than this. It had a few more people on board, not a ton, but a few more. And oh my gosh, there were lines everywhere all the time. We just didn't like that. So no, it does seem like everybody goes and does their thing, and you have a great time.
Yeah,
Okay?
the way the ship is laid out, it really does kind of filter people in different directions, and you don't feel that it is as packed as it is.
Right. Trav, are the pools closed already? Well, Trav, just look at Pool Cam. There's your answer, bro. It's right there. They're back there swimming, having a good time.
They sure are.
I've heard the hot tubs are not open. Is that true? Hot tubs and pools, they're open at the same time.
Is there water in there?
Oh, yeah.
There is. Yeah, some of the ones that we were looking at did not have water in there. He is going to...
Hot tub.
Here we go. Oh, yeah, it's loaded.
I don't know what rumor you're listening to.
If you couldn't hear him, Robert said, I don't know what rumor you're listening to, but yeah, the hot tub is packed. So it is definitely open. Okay. So
Love instant gratification.
Yes.
All right, under specialty dining. There is a tailgate party class for $35. Yeah, Thea, that's not what the people were asking. It was like, there were rumors that there's a real tailgate party. And we went to customer service and asked, and again, they looked at us like we're aliens. So we told everybody yesterday there's no such thing as a tailgate party. And then as we're scrolling through trying to find every movie that shows on this ship, which took some time for y'all, we saw that there was this tailgate party thing up by the pool. So we don't know what it is. We'll try to find out. But at the very least, we'll go to it so we know. But worst case scenario, we'll try to find out ahead of time. Okay? Going March 9th, could you do a shower review? Sure. The shower's great. I'm 6'4", so there's plenty of height for me in there. I'm not a skinny guy, but I'm not a big guy either, right? Some friends of ours on here, they refer to that as being fluffy. I'm not fluffy, okay? So there's plenty of room in there. Now, outside of the shower, if you're fluffy, it's going to be a little tight, okay? We'll shoot, again, if you want, you can go back to our stream on the 24th. We went into every bathroom class on this ship from the cabins. You can get an idea from that. But the showers are really big. You can almost fit two people in the shower.
And I'm pretty sure you actually climbed into one of the standard showers.
Yeah, I did, and you did. Well, you did that in a short.
I did, yeah. I'm pretty sure you actually climbed into one of them.
Yeah, so Naomi, if you want to go, again, the showers are great here. But go back to the stream on the 24th, the cabin stream, 14 plus cabins, and you'll see your answer there, okay? Hello from Houston, real-time paranormal. Yeah. Do you live in Galveston by chance and stay at ghost-filled hotels?
Yeah, our driver on the way over from the airport in Houston he was talking about apparently he says the whole place is
haunted. Yeah. We didn't get to talk to anybody else other than ourselves.
And I didn't personally meet a ghost, so.
Okay, hello from you. I can't wait to be on March 2nd. Excellent. Thank you guys so much for being on it and giving us a peek behind the curtain. You're welcome.
Our pleasure.
We have a spa balcony. Cannot wait. Just subscribe. We actually videoed a spa balcony, so you can see that.
Yes, and thank you.
Appreciate you. Justina, have you been swimming on this cruise? No. Not yet. If we've had a moment to ourselves, we take a nap.
Yes.
We're tired. I'm not going to lie to you. We're tired. So we haven't been swimming yet. I'm assuming you're wanting to know if it's salt water or not, and if it's warm or not. Is that your question? Justina, let me know exactly why you want to know if we've been swimming, because I know there's a question within this question. We'll get you an answer. Just don't know what to book. I have been looking at the different excursions.
Oh, okay.
Carlotta, that's such a personal thing, right?
It is.
We don't know, do you want a physical type excursion? Do you not? Like Like when we were in Roatan today, they got the zip line. That looks so fun. I mean, I'm afraid of heights, and I think I might be able to try that. But it looked real fun.
You'd be screaming the whole way.
I would be screaming, but I might come back and do it again. I don't know. It's so hard to make a recommendation because I don't know what y'all's style of vacation is. Okay, the reality is. None of the excursions are typically crappy excursions. Some are better than others, obviously. But pick your favorite thing and go do it. Okay. All right. Is there an inside room access the hall from your cabin? Okay, Warren. Is there an inside room across the hall from our cabin? No, there is not. Across from our cabin, I think is a service door. I'll confirm, but I'm pretty sure there's not an inside cabin right next to us or right across from us.
Actually, I think there is. There's one right across from us, and then the service is just one door down, I believe. So I believe there is an interior right across from us.
Yeah, I've just never paid attention. We'll look, Kev. Carlotta, that was me. About the casino. Oh, there you go, Carlotta. Glad we could answer for you. Chris, will you do a collaboration with Jay from Ship's Life and Derek from Island Time while on the ship? I will gladly do that. I actually sat down and interviewed Jay, and we have it on the channel. We did a 2-part thing. We did that when we were on in Greece on the Resilient Lady. So on our channel is a 2-part interview we did with Jay. We also filmed some stuff that he was doing with me, but he never posted it. Hello, everyone in chat. Hey, Macrina. Better late than never. Busy napping. We had your menus earlier, so hopefully you'll go back and look at them.
Yes.
Your sister could stay in the inside room, and I booked myself the kind of room I have. Yeah. Yep. What deck do you embark on the first day? Deck 6? Sorry about the 311 cover balcony question. You started a crap storm. It just was one of those. It's just like nothing went right.
Ending.
You couldn't find it. Oh, it's this way, and then I said, "Crap, it's not that way. It's the other way." And then I videoed it, and I'm out there. I think I got it, and the guy's like, "This is the even side, dude." I'm like, "Crap." Back out, and I look again. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's in the Havana Cabana area. Now what am I gonna do?" And so now I got to figure out how to break into there. Oh, that's all right. It's
It was fun.
Yeah. Hey, Rick, welcome to the show. And by the way, for those who gave the 2 thumbs down, I hope your children are born naked.
Oh.
2 thumbs down. I don't know. I don't get it. Whatever. We're showing people the ship. I don't know.
I know. We're answering their questions.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Yeah.
Are the pools jam-packed with that many people on board? Well, no. The hot tubs are pretty crowded. But the pools have seemed okay. I mean, it's kind of late right now, but you see what's going on back there. We'll try to get some shots of the pool during the day, but now it's port day the next 3 days, or next 2 days, and so people are going to be off the ship, so the pools are going to be mostly empty. Oh, thank you, counteracting the thumbs down people.
Thank you.
In the end, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so yeah, we'll take a peek and we'll see if there's something other than we've brought to you tonight. But the pools have been okay. Because remember, everybody's gone to find their own peace and quiet. Okay? Speaking of peace and quiet, we did film up in the Serenity deck because somebody else was asking about that earlier. And yes, you're going to get that probably tomorrow. So we'll get all of it for you, okay? We even got up to the Loft 19.
Yeah, we did. Thank you.
I'm lucky at that, just not gambling. 2 spins, $50. I don't, whatever. Does Serenity have a pool? Yes, it does.
Yes.
Trav Macrina holder. How's the pizza? Patricia. Oh, Carnival has, as far as we're concerned, the second best pizza on the ocean. First is MSC, second is Carnival. And I'm telling you, it's a close. Okay? The pizza is amazing on the ship. I am a pizza Nazi. I'm Italian. I come from an Italian background. And man, I'm not good with pizza.
Which, speaking of pizza, since Macrina is here, she was wanting us to try the barbecue chicken pizza. So I tried that last
I'm
night.
leaving the camera while she talks about this. I can't be present. Chicken barbecue pizza?
It tasted like barbecue chicken. It did. Would I order it again? I personally would not, because I don't like barbecue to begin with. But I ate it. It wasn't, that I ate it. So, but I did try it for you.
All right. Truth be known, I took one bite.
Yeah, he did. He did. Thank you.
I had to take a drink to swallow, but I took a bite. She's laughing at being honest. It just did nothing for me at all.
Yeah, the barbecue sauce, the sweetness of the barbecue sauce and the cheese was not something that I enjoyed. I know there are people that do. I personally did not care for the sweetness of the sauce.
So there you go.
Sauce.
Barbecue chicken pizza.
It tasted like barbecue chicken with cheese.
All right, Robert, do they have a Serenity party? I don't actually know. We'll ask, but I think it's kind of contradictory. Serenity, serene, quiet, calm, party. Completely the opposite of that. I don't think they do that up there, do they? We'll find out. We don't know.
I'm taking a note.
We don't often go hang out in the Serenity area, like for hours at a time. So we just don't know. If we're having a rough cruise with this kind of stuff, then we'll go there for a little bit, have some peace and quiet, because it is very quiet up there.
Yeah, it is.
You'll see when we do the tour. It's really nicely laid out.
Yes.
You heard Big Chicken offers breakfast till 3 a.m. Again, rumor.
3
p.m.
3 p.m.
Breakfast ended at 11. You saw it on the app.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll see if I can find the menu. What is this?
It doesn't matter. You just blew everything up. Don't worry about it. Okay, don't worry.
No, hang on. I've got the voice thing going somehow.
It's done.
My notes.
You've been transcribing the entire thing.
I've been transcribing the entire conversation on my notes.
Oops. No more 24/7 pizza. Trev, actually, have they ever done 24/7 pizza?
Not to my knowledge. It's always
on the celebration. They ended it at
class.
3 or 4. Here they ended at 3 or 4, whatever. Yeah. So, don't know about that. I mean, it's not 24/7, but I don't know. Macrina, did they ever do 24/7 pizza? You're here. Can you see the stars on a clear night? Yes. Is the pool cam on the right? Is live? Yeah, Mr. Cruise Fever. That's my cell phone. Look above my head. See my finger pointing? You see the little black and white thing? That's my cell phone. It's pointing down at the deck, literally live right now. Here, look. See, look. We're underneath Bolt. Hi. Right, there's Lisa. You want to see sort of behind the curtain? Here's behind the curtain. We're just sitting here, right here. All right, there's our computer. We're just sitting in front of the computer. We're sitting just beneath Bolt. All right, and I have this cool little thing that I can clip here, and it lets me put the phone here.
I'm not sure if you could hear what he was saying, but he was saying that we are underneath Bolt, and he's got this cool little clip that he can attach his phone right to the back of the deck.
Yeah.
We're handy like that. Yeah,
we're a little thrifty. We figure stuff out.
Handy.
I think Big Chicken closes after lunch, no dinner hours. Yeah, that could be. It could be, Macrina.
Yeah, I think 5 o'clock and they're done.
It's breakfast from 7 to 11, and then there's a break, and then lunchtime until what, 5 o'clock or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And good evening. Doesn't look like many people are out. Well, look, again, we're in the back of the ship right now, Trav. I mean, it's a huge ship. They're in at the shows. They're in the club dancing. I mean, the party is inside, which is why we're outside.
This is the quiet. Well, other than Serenity, this is one of the quietest pools, and it's in the back of the ship. And at nighttime, there's usually not anybody back here. It's usually really peaceful back here.
So we come out here to get out of the cabin so that we can give you some different looks. Because I mean, it's okay in the cabin. We don't mind that, but we'd rather you see some live shots outside the ship and stuff. And we'd love, when we were on the celebration, we tried to stream from right outside of Coastal Pizza in that area. There's some, but it's too loud, and you think I'm kidding when we talk about these YouTube problems.
We get slapped.
There was 2 minutes of our video from the other day that they're moaning and groaning about because of the background music playing in the ship while I'm walking and talking. And there's 2 minutes of the video I had to cut out. And it's not a human, it's an algorithm, right? It hears the music, it knows the music, and it just automatically throws it in. Now, you can fight it, or you can just cut it out. And I'm like, just cut it out. And in the end, I said cut it out, and they didn't, but they fixed it. I don't know. YouTube. So back here, there's no music playing. It's very quiet. Actually, there's music playing up there by Bolt, but it's that way, and the microphone is facing us. So it doesn't hear that music. And so there's nothing down here. So that's why we come out here. Okay? All right. So hello from Winnipeg. Wow. Hey, Winnipeg.
Nice.
Kev is from Toronto. I don't know if y'all love one another, Winnipeg to Toronto, but yeah, y'all both up in the north. In the north.
Yes.
Hopefully the weather's not too bad right now. February 3rd. First cruise since COVID. Welcome back to cruising. Yes. Yeah, we went on our first last November post-COVID, so yeah, we're glad to be back out here, really.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
I thought that might be it. Okay, awesome. Yep, I got a 6'4" big and tall guy. Okay, Naomi, awesome. Yeah, so if he's just like me, I mean, again, I don't know if you can. You see me sometimes in the videos. I weigh 220, 6'4", and I weigh 220. Okay, so but I'm plenty comfortable in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. He'll be fine. Okay, you're welcome. Hello, Mr. Cruise Fever again in chat. Thanks for doing these videos. You're welcome.
Our pleasure.
We enjoy it, really.
Mm-hmm.
Paranormal? No, but I do a lot of ghost hunting there. They're about 30 minutes from Galveston. Okay, great.
Okay.
Are there self-serve soda machines at all the drink stations? Okay. No, most of them, but not all of them. Like there's a drink station on deck 8 by Coastal Pizza. It does not have the soda there.
It does not.
Yeah.
And that one is open late.
Yeah.
With
Well,
the
because
pizza.
pizza's open late.
Yeah, that one's open late when the rest of them shut down, but there are not drinks there. Soda.
As we're walking around, we'll maybe try to focus on that just a little bit more and see if we can just internally get it for you, because there's just too many drink stations. But it's probably 70-30. 70% of them have them, 30% don't. Okay, but we'll try to figure it out for you.
That sounds pretty fair.
Yeah, we'll try to figure it out. Roswell, New Mexico. Hey, Rick.
Nice.
Love Roswell.
Yeah.
Used to be stationed out in El Paso, and I would go up to Roswell when I'd have a long weekend. Love Roswell. Yeah, you're going to enjoy it March 16th. You guys ever done the Isla Passion Carnival excursion on Cozumel? No, we did not, Cassidy, so I can't say anything good and or bad about it.
And
we apologize.
The excursions change frequently. They change.
do.
They change. Like one may include a zip line and a city tour, and then the next one it'll have river rafting and a city tour. So they're constantly mixing them up.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to be able to compare excursions. It really is.
All right, Chris. After viewing all of the rooms on the ship, and if or when you do another Carnival cruise, what room would you go with or recommend with a budget of about $4 to $7K? Why or why not? Cove balcony.
Every time.
Yeah.
I love the Cove balcony. I like, because the Cove balcony, you're on deck 5, you are close to the water, you see the waves, you hear the ocean, if there's fish jumping, you see it, the birds that are flying by, you see all of that. I love the Cove balcony. When you're higher up in a balcony, it's a little deceptive. The waves look, much smaller. You can't see if anything's jumping up. I mean, it's a nice view, but for me, Cove balcony every time.
Absolutely. Now, there'll be an asterisk. I say this, it doesn't bother us. But obviously the Cove balconies are down low.
Yes.
They're on deck 5. Right? However, deck 6, 7, and 8 is where all the interior stuff happens. Right? Now the buffet is up on deck 16 in the back. We happen to take a cove balcony that's all the way in the front. It's a little bit of a walk. Again, that doesn't bother us. Why? Because we're eating so many darn desserts while we're streaming with you guys.
We are.
We gotta walk it off.
So much more desserts than we usually eat.
Right? Right. So anyway, but that doesn't bother us one bit. We would rather be in a cove balcony all the time.
Any
Okay?
day.
And again, it's personal opinion. You're asking, so we're telling. Okay. I don't think the spa suites. Look, if you're a spa junkie, and I mean that in a good way, not a bad way. Okay. The spa balconies would provide you some extra perks with the spa area.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. If that is not your thing, then the extra perks are not worth the extra money. When you get into the Ocean Suite looks exactly like a balcony, except there's about 8 foot more in there. To me, the extra perk and the extra 8 feet wouldn't be worth the money. Again, that's me personally. Okay. When you get into the XL suites, they're nice, but I'm happy with the cove balcony.
I am as well. Yeah.
Book it and love it, man.
Yeah.
Okay. I just watched the interview with Jay. Very good interview. Thank you, John. Appreciate that.
Thanks. Yeah.
Maybe one day he'll post mine. I don't know. My daughter nor myself. He's on the ship here with us.
He
We
is.
run into him like
all
every
the
6
time.
hours, and he doesn't live that far from us. I mean, we're friends. I mean, it just yeah. I haven't seen him. She saw him earlier today.
I saw him.
I haven't seen him today.
Yeah, I saw him as I was leaving Roatan to come back to the ship. He
was
coming
out.
from the ship to
Yeah.
Roatan. So we passed by. I was like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yep. And everybody,
But-
we run into anyway.
Yeah, we run into him at least once a day.
Carlotta, my daughter nor myself know how to swim, and am semi-afraid of heights. So I might be like you, screaming on the zip line.
If you want to see something funny, go back to.
Have you look into Easy Excursions? So, all right.
Thank you.
What she was about to say was, if you want a good laugh, go back to the Carnival Celebration videos. And what was it titled?
Watch Terrified on the Celebration.
Yeah, Terrified on the Celebration.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Hi. We're streaming live.
Yeah, really?
Really?
Can I say hi?
Come say hi. There you go. Say hi.
Hello, viewers. How many people you got on this thing?
I don't know. 60? Yep.
Ah,
Yep. All right.
this is my brother.
There you go. We are sitting out here in the public. I think they've recently just closed the pool, or either that or everybody got out. Anyway. Anyway, go back and find the video, Terrified on the Celebration. That is me testing my limitations and failing miserably at it.
That is our grandson's favorite video.
Yeah.
He watches that thing constantly.
Enjoy my pain and suffering. Pizza better than princess. Thought pizza. Pizza's better than princesses. Thought princess had the best. So Chris, I'm going to give it a pause for the moment because we haven't been on Princess post-COVID, so we don't know. We plan on getting on a few more early 2024. Princess being one of them, and so we will be able to add them. So far, between Royal, Carnival, Virgin, MSC, Celebrity. God, I feel like we're missing one. Anyway, between all of those, MSC was the best. Carnival, again,
second.
really close second. I mean, it's really hard to make a decision.
And the
on
funny
that.
thing is, the MSC pizza does not look like it's going to be appetizing, but it's really, really good.
Thanks for the barbecue pizza review. Maybe just get us a picture of the new pizzas. That will work for me.
Okay.
I took a picture of the chicken barbecue. It's funny.
Yeah.
It doesn't look any special.
No.
I mean it. Yeah. The picture's in my phone still. So
And the girl in front of me said she didn't think there was enough barbecue on there, so she was
Waiting to have one made.
Yeah, for her.
all right, Lori. Lone Star Tailgate, a Texas-sized deck party, will take over the ship's Lido during each cruise, celebrating the spirit of all things Texas. The 3-hour tailgate is divided into 4 quarters. Thank you, Lori.
Thank you, Lori.
She's
Yay.
obviously found it. Well, didn't have a lot of time. Once we found this out, we were getting the movies. It's
we were having dinner when we found that
Yeah.
the tailgate was.
and after dinner, run right up here, so we didn't have time to look it up. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yes.
So
Thank
that's
you. Give her
probably what it is. So
some applause.
applause coming. Applause coming. It's amazing though how the customer service people didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know because they told us.
I don't know.
No reason for asking about the swimming. After watching you guys walking through the ship, I know I'd probably get lost. Have you gotten lost before? No.
You
No.
know, I've gotten turned around several times, but it's a few steps.
Here's the only thing that I don't like. The midship elevators, and I can't remember if it's the same in forward or aft, but for sure the midship elevators, when you get out and you go past the elevators and you're looking to go into the corridor where all the cabins are, there's no sign that says port or starboard and or no sign that gives you any numbers.
It doesn't tell you if you're on the odd side or the even side.
So
you're
going to go left until you get in there and see you're on the wrong side. They're going to have to make an about face to go to the other side.
Yeah.
I have probably done that half, if not more times, going to the cabin.
I got off the elevator with a gentleman today, and he had the same problem. He was on the odd side. We were on the even side, and he's like, I feel like I'm on that side. I was like, perfect. I feel like I'm on this side. We got to be right. He went that way. I went that way. Just a few seconds later, both of us came like this. We both were wrong.
See, now on the aft elevators, when I walk out, I know I go to the left, and that takes me to my side of the ship where my cabin is. But I don't know. I'll pay a little more attention is what it is.
Yeah, I do
Okay.
wish they would at least have signage that says, odd cabins and even cabins. That would be great.
Yeah, just, we normally will hit the pool at least once. It just, we try to take care of business first, try to have a little fun for what we like to have fun with, and then the pool kind of sneaks in there. They had one on the Vista. Robert, I'm not sure what we were talking about when you said that, but cool. I'm thinking it's the laundry washer dryer. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Johnny Hill posted about the tailgate on his page, so that's where it came from.
Oh,
Johnny
okay.
Hill. Okay. Yeah, but either way, I think the left hand would shake the right hand, and whatever.
especially customer service. You would hope that they would know the answers to those questions,
Yes.
or at least know who to ask.
Robert might be in the same thing Coin Hobo is. They did have 24-hour pizza on the Vista. Maybe that's what they were talking about.
Okay, gotcha.
Before COVID, pizza was always 24 hours. Before COVID, they used to serve bacon every day.
Yeah, they did. Now it's every other day. They didn't even have bacon on Christmas Day.
Those heathens.
Yeah.
I know if you go and have breakfast in the restaurant, you can get a bacon then. I'm sure. We just have bad
Not
dining
with
room
our
karma.
bacon. Not with our dining room karma.
Yes, Big Chicken does have breakfast till 3 p.m. and 24/7 pizza stopped about a year ago. Yeah, Macrina,
Okay,
that's
thank you, Macrina.
It's false information. We're on here and it clearly says breakfast stops at 11. That's what it's posted. Now, do they keep some supplies out for it to continue? I don't know. We're going to go and find out tomorrow to put this one to bed because they advertise and post in the app here on the ship right now that breakfast is done at 11 in Big Chicken.
I will say, though, that is in the app. They may actually have, breakfast, all-day breakfast or whatever.
Maybe, yeah.
On
We'll
the
look.
menu at the restaurant.
We'll look because this is not the first thing that we've come across where it says one thing one way somewhere and then something else somewhere else. But the only thing that matters is what's actually happening on the ship right now.
Yes.
Right? Whatever it says on Facebook or this place or that, it just doesn't matter. Like, for instance, everybody's like, well, Cucina and Chibang are going to be free for a year. No, they're saying only 6 months. However,
It may be extended.
they may extend it.
Yeah.
And then we find out on the Mardi Gras and the celebration, the first time you go is free. So, who the heck knows?
All right, so I'm looking for, can you
Carl,
get breakfast?
by the way, they can hear me when I'm back there. If I'm back there talking, they can hear me.
Oh, they can. Okay, perfect. Okay.
We heard them. So much for doing what you do. Sail in April, and I'm staying in a Cloud9 Spa balcony cabin on 17. Great. I mean, you're going to enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if, like I said, you're a spa going person. The extra perks that come with the spa cabin are great. Okay, it's just not what we do. I wish y'all would do this on the Icon. Would love to see. Yeah, unfortunately, we're back to work. So our work schedule has us like January 1st through mid to late April. And then we have a couple months off. And then it's late June-ish through the end of October. Then we have a couple months off. And so we tried to finagle, but the cost, the prices of cabins are astronomical. But, and we just, nobody pays us to do this, y'all. we're sitting here with y'all right now for free. That's why we tell you, thumbs up, help us out, right? So we're here in our own good graces and our own dime. We don't have a sponsor that's paying us. The cruise lines don't give us nothing. We're no different than the regular passengers that come on the ship.
And we've already talked about our casino luck. So, we're not getting free
we're not getting casino perks there. we don't even have enough points to get a free drink, never mind a free cabin. So, like this ship here, this was our balcony. I don't even want to tell you what we had to pay to come on this. It was ridiculous. But it's a new ship, it's Carnival, we got to be here. Unfortunately, we just couldn't swing the Icon. We really wanted to, but maybe the Utopia, because it's during our time when we could do it. Maybe the Star launches in 2025. Maybe, maybe by then we have a sponsor and they can help out. I don't know. Any sponsors out there want to help out?
Call us.
All right, Kev, this might be an odd question. Never an odd question, buddy. If me and my future boyfriend are having audit exercise in the cabin, can anyone hear? No, the cabins are very quiet. Yeah. If you have a balcony cabin and somebody's on their balcony, you can hear them talking on the balcony. But in the cabin, nobody can hear that.
Anything.
Nope. Macrina. And ice cream stops at approximately midnight. Yep. But I have experienced an ice cream machine open a little bit later. Yes, the Heroes location seems to hover until about 12:30 or 1.
They do.
Yes, that happened on the Celebration as 1. But the rest of them, hard cut. Done.
Yes.
Go away. Hi, 5292. 5236. Nice to meet you. Thank you for your service. Oh, I appreciate that, Motorizer. Yeah, I was in the Army for 3 years, stationed in Texas. El Paso, the armpit of America. Sorry if anybody out there is watching that lives in El Paso. Just, wow.
El Paso's changed a lot.
It has. It has.
Changed a lot.
It really did. Mind you, I come from Florida. Lots of grass, green things. And I got there, I was like, there's nothing green here. They didn't even paint a building green anyway, but there's a lot more greenery now. El Paso has exploded.
It's huge now.
Anyway, traveling in March, staying cold balcony 5292. That's what I guessed. Hopefully see your video when you go through that floor. You'll see that when we'll do the tour and we'll point it out and you'll see your at least location. If you've never watched me do that, as just a taste, if you want, on our channel, there's many of them that we've already done. Okay, and so we're not spinning the camera around. Y'all get seasick, and everybody would be thumbs down. You're a horrible video guy. So I got to hold the camera steady, and I put my finger in front, and if the cabin's this way, I'm pointing this way in front of the camera, just like you're seeing me doing. Or if it's on the other side, I give it the thumb. Okay, if I'm walking and the numbers are facing me, you can see your number as I walk by it. But like on this ship, the numbers are
right on the corner.
Yeah,
the corners
they're not flat.
Rounded.
They're rounded, so
yeah,
it might be rough that you may not all see your number, but I will point it out and you'll get reference of where it is in relationship to everything else. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Does Carnival charge you gratuity on debarkation? So yes. We just checked our account today. There were no gratuities added yet. They typically do that at the end. We've been on cruises where they do it once a day. Okay. But also remember, you can go to customer service, have that automatic gratuity stopped, but then you would have to do your own gratuities to each of the people that helped you and served you during your cruise. Okay, but so far it has not popped up on our accounts that they've charged us debt. Okay. Yes. Yeah, that does not do well with heights. Yeah, the celebration is rope course. Yeah, did I not? Yeah, that was a bad. That was a bad day. That was a bad day. Oh, this I've done Family Cove balcony and Havana balcony. I don't think I would do Havana on Jubilee location, but the family lounge for the Family Cove balcony is awesome. Yeah, so for those with kids, and again, you're going to see the Family Harbor. I don't want to call it club, but area.
It's a lounge.
When I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or the next day, but again, we've already videoed it. So it is a lounge for those who stay down on the Family Harbor deck. You know, your key opens that lounge. No other key does. Only those staying on deck 4 in the Family Harbor cabins. Okay, and in there's drinks, and they put there's desserts, and there's coffee and hot chocolate, and they put some food out there and ice cream. And it's a nice place. And for the kids, there's some puzzles in there and games, and there's a TV in there. I think there's isn't there like a game?
I think
an
there's
Xbox in there.
Video
So
games and things
it's
in
a real
there.
nice. So if you're coming on with kids, I know they have kids areas as well.
It really is, because you don't have to go all the way up to deck 16 or deck 8 if you wanted a beverage. You can just go and get it right there.
Yeah.
And like you said, they do bring breakfast items and lunch items and things like that. So if you you just want a quick bite, you can do that. Very convenient when you have small kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've already talked about the pizza. Thanks, Mr. Cruz Viva. Appreciate that. Desmisha, did we pronounce that right? I'm sorry if I did not. Did the room steward do anything special for your cabin at Christmas? No. Wasn't really expecting them to, but no. There were special things around the ship. I mean, they had special shows, and they had a church ceremony, if you will, if you wanted to go to a service. They had that Christmas Day. So there was things around the ship, but the cabin steward didn't do anything
And
special.
the fellow passengers too. There were many people that had bags of little goodies, little pencils and little toys and keychains and things, and they would just, if you had Christmas decorations on your door, they would.
We've got a pen,
and
a candy cane, and
a couple of keychains, little fidget things.
Yeah, fidget toy
hopper
thingy.
thingies.
Yeah, it's been kind of fun.
Yeah.
So obviously these people brought in just like bags of like 10-cent things, and they just went around and dropped them at doors.
And
it was kind of neat.
Being a Christmas cruise, I think probably Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, probably about 75% of the passengers were wearing matching Christmas jammies.
Yeah, all day. It's kind of fun.
All day. So
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun. It really was.
Okay. Can people text each other on a ship? Well, on the ship with my sis, my lady friend, and my new boyfriend, can we text? Yeah, absolutely. So there's a chat feature on your phone. It's not an internet-based thing. It is a chat feature based on the app and the Wi-Fi. Mm-hmm. Of course, the Wi-Fi is free to use. Now, it does cost $5.
Flat fee.
Flat, yep, per person. So you're going to pay $5, Kev, girlfriend, boyfriend, everybody will pay $5, and then you can chat each other. Okay, and so if one person's somewhere in the ship, and you're like, hey, where are you guys at? You'll get actually an alert on your phone, as long as your phone is connected to the Wi-Fi. The only reason I point that out is our phones have dropped off a couple times, and unless you know it's dropped off, if you don't know, you don't know.
He was texting me once, and I had no Wi-Fi, and I had absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
None.
She was late to dinner.
I was.
Late to dinner.
Just once.
Just once. Yeah. Hey, question. What color are your beach towels? On Jay's video, they look gray with a stripe. We'll show you. We'll take a picture.
They're blue. And one is, it's a, one side is kind of a light blue, and the other is a dark blue, and the stripes kind of intermingle. So
on the Serenity deck, they're yellow.
Are they yellow?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, saw that today. We videoed the Serenity deck today. So they were yellow up there, and they're kind of bluish.
I wasn't looking for towels.
If we weren't at our cabin is literally almost all the way at the front, and we're all the way in the back. If we were closer, we'd go down and run and get them now. But
yeah, it's a little bit too far for a road trip.
Yeah. So there's that. Icon for 3 of us in an ocean view. Yeah, 5,700. Well, see, so Chris, here's the deal. So if we had planned far enough advance, we could have gotten a cabin at a reasonable price. But even though we have a schedule, our schedule is still very very much it's really hard to plan out, and so we can't book things far in advance. Okay, and so the cruise industry has sort of begun to implement a supply and demand policy. Right, the less supply and the more demand, the higher the price. Right, we experience this in Florida when there's hurricanes. Right, prices go up when demand goes up. Right, because the supply comes down. And so by the time we're able to figure out if we wanted a cabin, it was going to be like $10,000. I'm like,
That's just too much.
for 7, it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
Right? Y'all are going to have to start like putting like tons of super chats to even try to come close to that amount of money. It's like crazy. Yeah, it just, yep. And if you've been following us, I was on the Celebrity Ascent 2 days prior than Lisa with a friend of mine. His name's Chris. He has a travel agency. Now he's going to be on the Icon, but he already has somebody in his cabin. For the Ascent, he didn't, so he was able to bring me. But he can't bring me for the Icon. That's kind of the twisting and turning we try to make. Is if I could get with him on the Icon, could Lisa cover the things that I would have to do if I was around? It was a mess, and so we just dropped it.
Yeah.
Right? Y'all, unfortunately, are going to have to. There'll be other people that bring you stuff, just not as detailed as we do.
Yeah.
I think. Let me know. Have you been on the Wonder of the Seas yet? No, we have not been on the Wonder of the Seas. For Royal post-pandemic, we've been on the Anthem, the Symphony, and the Mariner. Okay. LOL, you're stationed in El Paso. You know what I mean, then, don't you? You know what I mean. You are different. You're both wonderful, bringing us the true and the skinny. Appreciate that.
Oh,
thank you. I'm broke too, retired.
You know where we're coming from.
Yeah, I mean, we still work. We work hard, so we can play hard.
Absolutely.
We've been on. We were on 4 cruises in April, and we're on 4 cruises here. In November, December. We pay for all of them out of our pocket, and so all of them were balconies. Actually, on one of them, we also my daughter and parents came with us. So
yes.
we're living for it right now, right? So that's what we do. Price for Icon, we can do 3 balcony cruises on Carnival. Yeah, that's what I was thinking for that 10 grand.
Yeah.
We'll go on other cruises. Mm-hmm. Y'all can have the Icon, and I don't mean that in a bad or malicious way. At some point, the prices will come down, and I'll go on it, and we'll either enjoy it or not. Like again, to be honest, we had a good time on the Symphony. We carved out a little fun, but it was too big.
Yeah.
And people are like, well, the ship we're on now, but it's too big. It doesn't feel like it.
No.
This feels nothing like one of the Oasis class ships. Not at all. Not to us. Mm. You lost connection. Hopefully
no.
you're back. If you turn off automatic gratuities, they will tell you who needs to pay. Correct.
Yes.
Right? Yep.
Yes.
What do you think of Kindle? Kindle's been amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. If you go back and watch yesterday's stream, the highlights, the first whole bunch are her from the sail away party. We have never, in all of our Carnival cruises, we've been on a bunch, ever seen a sail away party like that before.
Never.
And yes, it's a new ship, but this had nothing. It was about Kindle working that crowd.
And she worked it.
She was amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
She had the crowd going like you would not believe.
It was, you couldn't move.
Yeah.
On deck 16, on deck 17, 18, all the way around. It was packed wall to wall. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Craziest sail away I've ever seen, really. We were so glad the weather held out, because like an hour later, it was storming like the dickens.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got out in time. What do you think? Okay, can we just ask that? Do you book any excursions? Will you be filming outside the ship as well? The ship. So, Demisha, for this cruise, no. In the future, maybe. Some of the things we've done, I think we're somewhere between 40 and 50 cruises now. Most of them in the Caribbean, which means we've gone to every single one of these islands so many times, we rarely get off the ship. For instance, we went to Roatan a couple minutes ago. Oh, thanks, Chris. We appreciate it, brother. I was just joking. Y'all don't have to do that. It's okay. We do appreciate it, though. We're about to go to Cozumel and Costa Maya. We have literally been to both of those places twice in the past 5 weeks. All right, so we get off. So actually, we'll get some of Lisa's medications in Cozumel and then come right back on the ship. That's literally how we get off. Plus, as Lisa was talking about earlier, the excursions change so much, but generally they're all the same. We have done it all. So for the moment, for us, we have chosen not to. Our main priority has been to bring you the ship and what the ship is about, what the ship looks like, which we are barely going to be able to get it all in the 7 days.
Yeah.
Having to get off the ship and spend 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever hours on an excursion, we would rather spend it on the ship showing you more parts of it, okay? But we will eventually get into doing some different shore excursion things for you guys to see. But that's also a limitation, right? Like, we can only be on one at a time. I mean, I can go by myself, and then she can go by herself, but we'd obviously rather go together. It's a very subjective thing.
But we do get off the ship and we do get some highlights, which if you watch our intro video, those are all highlights from Roatan today.
Yeah.
So we do
get off the ship and walk around the little port area, buy a t-shirt, get a hat, some drugs. Got to keep her drugged up.
Yeah.
Medication, not drugs. They've got dogs, no drugs. By the way, that being said, haven't smelt anything at all here on this ship.
No, I haven't either.
No, it's been really good.
Yeah.
Couldn't say the same for the symphony.
No.
Yeah.
A couple of times. Yeah.
Many times.
Yeah. A couple of
But
days.
yeah, the air has been filled with just air.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, just thought I'd say that.
Yeah.
G-Miles. What days are the formal dining days and are they on set days? Yeah, typically first day at sea and not the last day, but the second to last day. Hopefully that makes sense for you. Typically on most cruises, it's always the first day. So you get on the ship, right? Embark day. You're there that night, go to bed. The very next day, which is the first sea day, that would be a formal night. Okay? They call it, what do they call it now? Elegant. Right?
Yeah.
I've got tuxes. She's got evening gowns. I mean, we used to get all dolled up. Again, go back and look at some of the old videos on formal nights. We're dressed to the nines. We've given it up. I mean,
Yeah.
we dress nice to go to dinner on formal nights. I'm not wearing a hat, and I'm not wearing a collared shirt, sometimes a tie, but we've given up the formal part of that and go
Yeah.
more elegant.
And
if
I'll
you
just
will.
wear a nice dress rather than the full evening gown. And yeah, it's
So it's day 5 and day 6. Day 2 and day 6. Those are typically the formal nights on a 7-night cruise. Okay. This is the best insight from vloggers I've seen on any cruise videos. Thank you for taking the time out of your vacation on Instagram. No, honestly, we enjoy the crap out of this. We really do.
it's like our own personal scavenger hunt.
It is. It gets us to walk around the ship and see different things. We really do enjoy it.
Yeah.
I've been on stage in front of people all my life, so sitting in front of a camera talking to people doesn't bother me. Lisa has been the shy one. When we first started doing RV reviews, she just don't put me on the camera. And she has slowly worked her way to be in front of the camera. And so, and we have both just loved doing this. And that's why we do the live streams. We love to have the chat with you.
Yeah.
I could gather all this content and post a video, and then you guys could leave comments like, everybody else does. And not that there's anything wrong with that style. We just prefer to bring it to you live, right?
For me,
And have
just
that instant
having
feedback.
that feedback is wonderful.
Thank you.
I couldn't just sit there in front of a camera and talk. I couldn't do it. Thank you.
Little hack for the family Cove Lounge. Here we go.
All right.
Book in the winter when kids should be in school. And the lounge is mostly adult at that time. Kids would rather be at the pool. Yeah, so that's a general booking hack for any ship, anywhere, anytime.
Yeah.
If you want to go on a ship that has less kids, that's not Virgin or Azamara? Oceana,
Yeah.
which are no kids at all. But you want to go January, February, early February, and early May. Then you want to go late September, October, and November before Thanksgiving. Those are times in 7-day cruises.
Yeah.
Those are going to be times when you're going to find less kids because they're in school, right? So that's just a booking hack for anybody who doesn't want to be on a ship inundated with kids. Now look, we're on a Christmas cruise. It's inundated with kids. It's all good. We've gotten in the elevator only once where all the buttons were pressed so far. Only once.
You better find some wood to knock on
There's none out here. There's none out here.
Because you know what? The rest of the cruise now, we're going to be stopped at every single floor.
Y'all who cruise know what I'm talking about, right? And everybody like, oh man. All right. How do they change the towels? How they did change the towels? Yeah. Wow. Surprise, since they are both supply. All other ships are solid blue.
Yeah.
Yellow for that spa, and brown for Havana.
Yeah, they did change them.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe they're changing them fleet-wide, and this is just a new thing, and then this is the first. Who knows, right? And Chris, again, thank you. We just actually saw the super chat now because we're scrolling.
Yes,
so thank you so much. You get an applause.
Yay!
There's the start for the icon. Yeah, the icon in 2026. Maybe then we can afford it. The person you have for entertainment makes such a huge difference.
Yes.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Correct. My wife is from El Paso. Oh, nice. It's where she married. It's why she married me. To get out, and there you are back. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. And you're still married? She gotta love you, dude. I promise my next station will not be El Paso. What's the site or app that you can check if your cruise price is lowered? Oh, we used to know that one. Macrina's going to jump in before we're going to remember.
Yeah.
Oh, Coinobo. God bless you, man. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for the super chat.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, my gosh.
That's awesome.
We used to have a travel agency years ago and book cruises for people. And we, okay, all right. Yeah, that was another person coming in and giving us thumbs up. That's okay. You can turn it off if you want. And there's somebody to counteract it, right?
Oh, no, they changed it.
Oh, they changed it. Oh, okay, stay then. You can stay. Then I hope your kids are born with clothes. Ever have anything sketchy happen to you while at a port? Some of the driving is insane in some of those places. Cassidy, are you talking about where the ship left from in Galveston, or are you talking about like in Roatan or whatever? Please let us know what you're specifically looking for, and then we'll let you know. The Carnival dogs are working. Yeah, they are working. All right. Yeah. Don't take your stuff. It'll be found. Mm-hmm. We did gummies. If you don't watch Tony and the Cruise News or any of the other people that do Cruise News, your CBD gummies, they're not allowed. Them. Don't bring them.
Don't do it.
They're not just going to take them from you. There's going to be way more problems than that.
Yeah.
Okay?
Don't
so,
do it.
Yeah. Again, tip, if you didn't know, whether it's Carnival or another cruise line, make sure you look at their prohibited list. I'm not going to say it changes all the time, but it will be slightly different from cruise line to cruise line. But I can tell you, CBD gummies are not allowed on any cruise line. Any of them here coming out of America. Out of Europe, I couldn't tell you. But here in America. And they will confiscate your gummies, and because the dogs are trained to smell them out.
Yeah.
Okay? And I don't care where you put them. There are probably some places that the dog can't find them, but we're not going to cover that here. This is a kid's show. We're moving on. The elevators, are they smart elevators? No. Push the button on the outside, get in the elevator, push the up or down, then inside push your floor. Okay?
Yes.
They're not smart elevators. And they're tiny elevators.
They are small.
They're small.
Yeah. They say they hold 17 people, but they, 17
You guys are
kids.
amazing. I'm a travel agent, and this is so helpful. Thank you, Sheila. No, we appreciate it.
Yeah,
You want to
we
sponsor
appreciate
us? Give us a call. Has seating for the comedy clubs been difficult? Yeah, it's been a little challenging. You got to get there early, and there's just a limited amount of seats. One of the comedians is going to be in the Jubilee, like the big theater, and so that will be okay. But like for the Punchliner, it's a line. Okay?
Always a line. It's always full.
6,200 people. And Carnival's known for their comedy, and so it's a thing.
Comedy shows.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. We like to go on late April. There you go. Late April, early May, which also misses the
Spring break.
spring breakers. Right. Perfect. Port of call. Not Galveston. Yeah. So.
Okay.
I have never chose to personally drive in a port. if we're going to go somewhere, we're either on a tour or we have, on occasion, stepped outside of a Carnival or a cruise ship tour and just took the local taxi somewhere where we knew we wanted to go, where we knew we were safe and could come back. Okay. The only exception for any of this, for these days, Jamaica. Do not leave the port unless you're on a cruise ship tour. Okay. Jamaica is not safe these days. And the people are very aggressive as well and very grabby. And so if you're getting on a ship, this ship or any other ship for that matter, and your port of call is Jamaica, I don't care where in Jamaica, please, 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 please book a cruise line shore excursion and stay with it, because they're going to bring the buses into the port where it's beyond the gate. You're going to get on there and you're going to be with your little group in a little bubble, if that makes sense. I'll give you a perfect example. We were literally just in Jamaica, and our port was a decent-sized private area, but towards the back of that port area was a gate where you could get outside. And the second you crossed that line, you were essentially jumped on. I don't physically mean jumped on, and it was uncomfortable, and you could see the people retreating back. So stay there. Guys, look, real quick, believe it or not, my computer's about to die. That's how long we've been on with you guys tonight. So Lisa, start taking some quick notes.
Okay.
You cut out when you were price checker site. Trav, we're going to get back to you. I always check the prices solely on the Carnival site. I love watching, okay? What's your favorite thing to do on any cruise, Jennifer? Again, the shows. I'm an entertainer. Love going to the shows. Love going to see the bands, right? If you have to pick only one cruise line, which one would it be and why? At this moment in time, for us, it would be Celebrity. Hands down the best for us so far. Food, decor, people on board, just a different experience, okay? And mind you, that's a premium cruise.
Premium cruise.
This is not. This would be considered contemporary. It's like really trying to compare a Yugo to a Mercedes.
If you want to compare
exactly,
contemporary cruises, being like the difference between Royal and Carnival and NCL, I would say Carnival.
Or I would say Princess.
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 That's true.
I would say Princess over
true.
there. Okay, we got to keep on going.
Okay.
How many hot tubs and pools are on the ship? We'll answer that for you tomorrow. The ships are prohibiting the stash, and you are subject to lifetime banning. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's been people banned for life.
Yes.
Because they brought gummies.
Yes.
Guys, don't do it. It's just not worth it. Well, I can, do this and don't.
Don't do it.
And look, for those who truly use it for pain management, truly, not recreation, have your doctor give you something else for the 7 days.
Yeah.
Okay? But don't try. It's just not worth getting banned. Okay? All ships are prohibiting the state. Yep. Okay, have a good night. Yes, good. Appreciate you, bro.
Yes,
Bolt is fun. Try it. Yeah. No, not for me. Guess the pools are still open. Yeah, they're still open now, buddy. Okay, good. God bless you guys. Thank you all for being with us. We're still here with 42 of you after 2+ hours.
Yes,
Thank you
guys
so
are
much
awesome.
from the bottom of our heart. The super chats, all that stuff. Thank you all so much. Until we see you tomorrow night or on the next cruise, be safe.